is Vivian and I'm from sunny Australia, and today I'd like to demonstrate to you my version of a beautiful curry that I've learned from South Africa. Start now and hopefully you're going to enjoy watching the show. Thank you. Now before, I just want to show you what my version of the curry is, and got onions, tomatoes, garlic, ginger, I've got cloves, coriander, bay leaves, and of course the good old pickled masala, which everybody knows from South Africa, and everybody knows that's here from South Africa. And my chicken filleted thighs, and basmati rice with real saffron. So this is all my ingredients, and of course I forgot the black peppercorns. So this is all what I'm going to do, and hopefully you can enjoy it. Now first and foremost, I've put some oil in a pot to warm it so that I can, I'll get the onion, peel the onion, get the onion, chop the onion and tomato, and then we'll add the garlic and we'll slowly fry the spices. And then, once it's brown, I'll chop up the chicken thighs and put that in, and when that is cooking, then I'll add the masala and some more bay leaves, cardamom, and ground ginger, and and then we'll just fry that, incorporate that, and then we'll let that simmer, and when now this is step 2. I've chopped up the onion and tomato, and I'm going to add it to my warm pan. And I'm going to stir that and just brown the onions and tomato a little bit. And when this is nice and clear, I will then add the other ingredients to it. So this is looking good, and so this is looking very good. It's nice and clear, and make sure that the oil is not too hot, otherwise the onion will burn, and we really don't want that, do we? So I've got the garlic and ginger going, and I'm going to add it to the pot. 1 heap teaspoon of ginger and 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic, and some tomato, 4 teaspoons, depending on the color you want, and there's also roasted garlic in there. So I'm going to stir this. And make this nice and brown and incorporate it. Look at the color. You see the color changing? Now that's what we want. A beautiful, rich tomato and garlic. Now what I'm doing next, I'm dicing up the chicken thighs and also cut off the excess fat, because that's very important, because it's very healthy for us, because as you know, we have to look after our health. And so I'm just dicing this chicken, and once that is done, I will incorporate it with the onion and tomato and garlic cooking there, and then we'll wait for that. Well, after 5 minutes, this is looking really, really good. It's incorporated, and so it is really ready to add all our spices. Now this is our next step. We're going to incorporate all our spices. So I've got 1 chili that I'm chopping up. Chopping it up, and this will enhance the flavor and give it a little bit extra bite, because some people like a little bit of extra bite. So that's what I'm doing right now. And once I've chopped this up, then we're going to add all our other spices. Basically 2 to 3 teaspoons, again depending on taste. So I'm going to add my chili now. And watch the texture of the tomato. Some bay leaves. One and a half teaspoons of cumin. 2 teaspoons of coriander, because coriander is really the basic flavor of curry. Next we'll add our curry cloves and our cardamom. And last but not least, our famous pickle masala. Everybody knows about pickle. And so that is it, and we're going to incorporate that. 2 tablespoons of pickle masala. Now our next step will be to add some water so we can blend in all the spices, and that depends on the consistency, and we just stir that through, make sure that they all getting together, stir it and let it simmer, and then once this is ready we will then add our chicken. Well, this is ready to add our chicken, so, and this is the right consistency, so I'll add my diced chicken. This is the diced chicken, and I'm going to add it to the curry mixture. Give it a good stir, because you need all that spices to incorporate,
Fuse.
and I have to fuse, and it's looking good. And we'll add a little bit of water just to let it simmer for about 5-6 minutes. And just enough to cover the meat. And then we'll give it another stir. See that it's all covered with and it's all ready. And so we'll put the lid back on, and we'll just let it simmer for about 6 minutes. Our next step is, well, I'm going to peel my potatoes. I've got 3 roughly, and I'll cut them into 4s, and I'll quarter them, and then I'll add them. When the chicken is ready, I will add that to the chicken, and then let that simmer, and then at the end of it we'll add our salt to taste. Now this is the consistency we're looking for, and just enough water to cover the chicken, otherwise it will just have too much water and we won't be able, and this is just enough to add our potatoes. And this is about nearly ready. This is about 5 minutes, so it's nearly ready. So that's the next step, our potatoes. Now next, the very important step is we have to taste. And oh, I love the aroma, and very good. A bit tangy, but it's perfect. So this is the way it should be, and ready for the potatoes. So I'll just pop the lid back on, and I'll get the potatoes. Give it a good stir. And this will very incorporated, and we'll let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending, of course, when waiting for the potatoes to soften, and now we'll just add salt and pepper to taste. This is 1 teaspoon. For now, we'll just leave it at that, and we'll close the pot and let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. And now I'm going to lift the lid and just get this beautiful aroma. And my tips is not too much water, taste your food regularly, and also not too spicy, otherwise people won't enjoy it. And you simmer on for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on what meat you're using, or if it's chicken, fish, or beef or lamb. And then you can just use your own discretion and just keep tasting. And beautiful. The perfect curry. And now, the second last, I'm going to taste again, because it's very important that you taste your food and to check that it's ready. And when you know it's ready, when you can actually put your spoon through the potato and it just slices through, and then you know it's ready. And also just remember one thing, that you have to keep tasting, and also when it's ready and it's cooked, you let it settle for about 5 minutes, so that also takes some of the bite away. So that's very important. And we're using hydroponic coriander. So and this also adds color, and it actually enhances the flavor of the curry. Nothing to beat fresh coriander. So now we'll add our coriander, and we just let that sit at the top like that. Sprinkle it all over. And just let it watch. Look at the color. Look at that. Oh, perfect. And now for the grand finale, the taste of this curry. Oh, yummy. And this is my mom's curry recipe, and I think it's the best, and everybody will enjoy this curry. And remember, nobody gets the recipe. It's our secret. So enjoy, everybody. And now, and this is our end result. We have a roti with our chicken curry, and we have saffron rice with our chicken curry, and of course fresh coriander, a bottle of beautiful red wine, and of course South African onion salad. So what more could you have? Just enjoy a beautiful meal. And bye! See you next time!